One of the most difficult parts of dancing Aurora is the stamina, especially for Act 1. So when I work with Alexander Agajonov, I do a lot of repetition of the entrance and the Rose Adagio and the solo, because those are what tire the dancer out. It's both an artistic challenge, but it's also a very technical challenge.
Every ballerina finds it very difficult to do steps because sometimes they look so simple, but it's so difficult to do them with lightness and finesse, you know, that it's not a struggle, but it's pure dancing.
You enter with a great energy and a belief that you're a 16-year-old girl celebrating her birthday.
She's effervescent. She's 16, and she's almost skittering across the floor. And you need a buoyancy, and you need a lightness for that.
The next thing you know is you're introduced to 4 princes, and you have to take their hand and balance one by one.
You're utilizing everything that there is for a ballerina to become a master of, or to attempt to master, because it's a never-ending struggle.
Act 1 is so demanding for the ballerina, so when I arrive in Act 2, I hope that I can take a bit of pressure off her and literally hold her up and allow her to just dance and enjoy being on stage. The prince is a bit of a lost soul. There's a sense of longing for something else, whether that is love or some other excitement. When everyone leaves and he's left by himself on stage, you really see and feel a sense of this longing for more than just the material life that he's been born into.
Very, very difficult steps. To execute them skillfully takes a lot of time. He has to get this attention from us, from audience, all by himself on stage in dark. It's dark, and he has to create with his steps, his mood, and his loneliness, how he feels.
The Adagio Solo in Act 2 of Sleeping Beauty is technically very demanding. Obviously, there are elements in it that challenge the body and use classical technique to its max. But the way to overcome that is to really think about what the solo means and what it's about.
I think all the time in rehearsal you can work and work and work and work, and then on stage you just have to remember that what happens is what's happening in the moment. So if you're not enjoying it in some way, and if you're not showing the lightness and the beauty and what ballet really is about, which is not just technique, 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 but someone conveying a story through movement, then, you know, then there's no point. You have to remember that, and that's really all that matters ultimately.